Did you know your choice of toothpaste is as important to gum health as brushing and flossing? Try Crest Gum Detoxify. It penetrates gum pockets to eliminate the trapped plaque that brushing can't reach for healthier gums in just 2 weeks. Try Crest.
We marshals uphold the law.
News 1226 this morning. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Stream whenever, wherever, however. Just search WRDW Plus on any streaming platforms.
Thanks for watching News 12 on your side.
Live from Augusta. Breaking news.
Breaking news, new updates to a crash we first told you about last night at 11. The Richmond County coroner says 70-year-old Charles Cummings died in the crash on Mike Paget Highway. Good evening, I'm Sydney Palmer. This is a map of where authorities say the crash happened around 9 o'clock last night, just down the road from Binnock Mill Road. The coroner says Cummings died on scene. And tonight we're on your side tracking some... Thanks, Malik. This weekend there were Juneteenth celebrations across the CSRA, all with one goal: educate the community about the importance of the holiday. Some may see Juneteenth as just another day.
Juneteenth goes far beyond just, the celebration of a holiday.
But amid the celebrations, it's important to understand the true meaning of the holiday.
I think that the cookouts are great, but I would love for people this weekend to reflect upon the notion that, Juneteenth is a reminder that we still have a long ways to go.
And events across the CSRA this weekend aim to do just that.
We're hosting Juneteenth here at the center because we can. There has been a history of this building. It was built in 1890 as a school for the children of newly freed enslaved people, and has been a school throughout several iterations. But we wanted to bring Juneteenth back to the community, and this was the perfect place to do it.
In 1863, an order was signed by President Lincoln to free slaves. 2 years later, on June 19, 1865, slaves in Galveston, Texas were freed.
Please get very involved so you can understand the history of where you come from. The history of your roots and everything that happened is very important to understand that. It's very important to do the information yourself.
With events like Discovery Day, Freedom Rides, and general celebrations, organizers are confident they will get their message across.
There are so many obstacles for African Americans to gain that freedom, to gain that citizenship, to gain the franchisement, the right to vote. What Juneteenth does, it reminds me that the story of the Black experience in America goes beyond February.
And if you're interested in learning more or getting involved with any of these organizations, you can find more information on our website, wrdw.com. And tonight, the city of Columbia is announcing a permanent curfew for teenagers. This comes after multiple fights broke out at a Juneteenth celebration at Finley Park last night. This is video of those fights that shut down the park last night around 7 o'clock. Police say 4 fights were reported. 3 teenagers and 1 adult were taken into custody. No injuries were reported and no shots were fired. There was some minor damage to a splash pad. City leaders say the policy was part-time, but now it will be full-time.
May, the city's received several intelligence reports regarding possible team takeovers at several Finley Park events. And in response to that, the city did implement a temporary policy requiring juveniles to be accompanied by a parent, legal guardian, or responsible adult after 5 o'clock p.m.
Under the policy, security and law enforcement can ask for ID, deny entry, or remove violators. City leaders say similar incidents have created public safety concerns in communities across the country. Tonight, David Robinson is releasing a statement. He's running for Congress in South Carolina's 2nd District in this Tuesday's runoff. The statement said, quote, "The actions of a few should never define or diminish the importance of Juneteenth. As a parent and community leader, we must do better by creating more positive opportunities, mentorship, and pathways to success that empower our youth to reach their full potential and become productive members in our community." We also have a statement from Robinson's opponent, Zion Khalifa, that can be found on our website, wrdw.com. The winner of that race will face off against Republican Congressman Joe Wilson in November. And as a reminder, Richmond County also has a curfew for anyone under 18 in the overnight hours. Kids under 18 must have adult supervision from 11 p.m. until 5 a.m. Sunday through Thursday, and midnight to 5 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Some exceptions are emergencies and traveling from work or school, and you're only allowed to have 50 people in one place without a permit. And new tonight, ahead of Tuesday's election in South Carolina, and developing tonight, the Orangeburg County Sheriff says multiple people are injured after a shooting at a party. The sheriff says it happened around 12:30 this morning on Oliver Road in the town of North. We're working to learn information on the suspects and how many were injured. If you know anything about this, give the sheriff's office a call. Tonight, 2 large wildfires burning in western Miami-Dade are now near full containment. Firefighters have been fighting these fires for a week that forced evacuations and road closures. One fire is 97% contained, while another is 85% contained. There's also another wildfire that's 60% contained. In the West, at least 70 major wildfires are burning in several states, fueled by extreme heat and gusty winds. Jonathan Vigliotti in Los Angeles with the latest on the flames and evacuations.
Dry fuels and gusty winds are fanning dangerous flames in Nevada tonight. 2 out-of-control fires are burning south of Caliente, where rugged terrain is complicating firefighting efforts. The blazes there have consumed over 20,000 acres. In central Utah, firefighters are taking advantage of calmer winds. The wind-driven iron fire is threatening homes and ranches in the evacuated town of Eureka.
At this time, 0% contained means we are not confident in the line being super secure.
And along the busy Florida Turnpike, a massive brush fire briefly shut down the highway. Heat-related injuries are also a concern. This weekend, authorities confirmed 3 elderly hikers died while traversing the Grand Canyon's inner trails as temperatures spiked above 100 degrees. As millions of Americans set out for summer vacation, authorities are urging caution as temperatures are set to surge into triple digits in many parts of the country.
And here in Los Angeles, temperatures are expected to peak midweek. Authorities say if you're going to go for a hike or if you're going to be in the heat, bring plenty of water, find shade, and take plenty of breaks. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Los Angeles.
New tonight, Delta Airlines is set to take over the former spots operated. This is video of that construction on Broad Street a few weeks ago. City leaders say parts of that work is expected to wrap up by the 1st of July. That includes 13th to 12th Street and 8th to 7th Streets inside lanes. Work on the project is expected to be fully completed by December. This Father's Day, several families out with their dads at a rodeo in Aiken. What they did differently this year and when you can catch the next one.
And taking a look at those current temperatures across the CSRA into the 70s. For now, we're going to warm up quite nicely for tomorrow. We'll talk about those temperatures coming up next.
Dive into good fun.
Big value. Ready to grab and go at Parker's Kitchen. Value deals starting at just $4. Make your next stop Parker's Kitchen.
Welcome back. Tonight on this Father's Day, families are out spending the day with their dads, and many spent their day at the Aiken Pro Rodeo at the Western Carolina State Fairgrounds in Aiken. This is video of the rodeo with bull riding, team roping, bareback riding, and more. Today, tickets were $15 for Father's Day. This year, the rodeo added an extra day due to its popularity. They had giveaways for dads, including a weed whacker and leaf blower. Fair leaders say that despite the heat, they had a good turnout this weekend.
Been a great turnout, and like I said, we really appreciate everybody coming out, spending their Father's Day weekend with us. Been really fun, although we have battled the heat.
Another rodeo, October 16th through the 25th. And over at SRP Park, the Augusta Green Jackets hosting their Father's Day game today. This is video of that game against the Hill City Howlers. The first 500 fathers were able to receive a driver head cover, and the Green Jackets won that game 8-5. And on Saturday, you can celebrate with your dads at a cookout. The Augusta Partnership for Children is hosting it as a part of their fatherhood initiative. It will be at the Bernie Ward Community Center on Lumpkin Road from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday. If you're in need of a job this Tuesday, the Columbia County School District is hosting a job fair. Positions available include teachers, bus drivers, nutrition assistants, custodians, and more. It will be from 5 to 7 p.m. at the School District Support Complex on Riverwatch Parkway in Evans.
And we're taking a look at those rain chances as we head through the beginning of our work week. Yeah, they're going to be there, and then we'll have some sunshine and some dry areas, and then we'll take a look at your full forecast, though, coming up right after the break.
My mama spent years
on the road platinum.
Most HVAC breakdowns don't happen all at once. They start small, then fail when the weather changes. Fix it before it fails. Get a $59 AC system check, plus save 15% on same-day repairs. Visit CastlePros.com.
Castle for comfort.
Happy 250th birthday, America.
You could go to a rest.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
More than 100,000 people are on the national transplant waiting list in need of an organ. This Father's Day, Don White introduces us to a father who saved his son's life through organ donation.
The relationship between Blake Martins and his dad, Bill, remains unbreakable.
We've always had a special bond. He's someone I look up to.
That bond grew even stronger through tough times. At 7 months old, doctors diagnosed Blake with a condition called multicystic dysplastic kidney, where the kidney doesn't develop normally in the womb.
We had that removed when he was 1 year old. The belief and expectation was that he was fine.
Blake was living with one kidney and started playing lacrosse at 6 years old. It quickly became his passion, but then at age 17.
I went into end-stage renal failure all of a sudden. We didn't know anything. We didn't have the diagnosis, so it was definitely shocking and something I didn't expect.
The family learned Blake had Alport syndrome, a rare genetic disease passed on from his mom.
I remember just simply walking in the hospital room and getting a diagnosis and just feeling absolutely gutted.
Bill says he knew what he needed to do and donated one of his kidneys.
Part of me is gone. Like, it's a kidney removed from me that's now in my son. It's amazing. It's a remarkable experience. You're literally saving someone's life.
I was back running in about 2 months, rebuilding my core strength, and I got to play my entire senior lacrosse season, and they put me as a captain on the team.
Blake is taking daily medication to make sure his body doesn't reject his dad's kidney.
It's definitely cool, that he was able to give me the gift of life, and that's something that I'll be grateful for the rest of my life.
And for the chance to keep doing what he loves, playing lacrosse in college. Dawn White, CBS News, Colleyville, Texas.
And Blake plans to attend Southern Methodist University this August. Tonight, the winners of the 2026 Miss Georgia Scholarship competitions are being crowned. This is video of that pageant in Columbus. Sophia Wooten was named Miss Georgia, and Melanie Tidmore is the new Miss Georgia teen. 99 contestants competed from various countries, cities, and universities, and more in this year's competition. In South Carolina, Columbia native Logan Wells is the new Miss South Carolina teen. Wells earned a scholarship worth more than $12,000. She also won several awards, including the Preliminary Fitness and Preliminary Evening Wear Awards. Wells will represent the state at Miss America's team.
Congratulations to all the Miss Georgia and the Miss South Carolina teams out there. We're going to take a look at our what to wear forecast as we step out the door on tomorrow. You're going to need the short sleeves and the shades because the sun's going to be out and about. It's going to be humid. It's going to be hot. But as we turn towards later in the day, could see a few showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two to cool us off. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast coming up right after the break.
So what do you think about these? The World Cup matches in Atlanta, soccer fans from across the world are getting their first taste of Southern American breakfast. This is video of fans at the Waffle House near FIFA's Fan Festival with people trying waffles, potatoes, and crispy bacon.
To be honest, too junky, but once in a lifetime, it's not bad. So, I mean, usually we cook in our house, typical Czech food with American ingredients, but yes. Sometimes it's not bad.
The downtown Atlanta Waffle House also has a merchandise shop for fans.
It's awesome right there, being able to being cultured, these Europeans here. I got blamed a lot in high school and college for being uncultured because I didn't know what the heck these Europeans were eating with their beans and toast and whatever their bread sandwiches and mayo and mayonnaise sandwiches that they were making over there. But I'm glad they can come over here and actually get a little difference in their palate and exactly know what salt and pepper and good, what other ingredients that we have up in our little cabinet that we use for all of our seasonings here down in the southeast in the CSRA. So that's good for them. Finally, they know what the USA is all about, including our heat and humidity that we're going to see going into tomorrow, or we could see some triple-digit heat index values as we head towards the afternoon before we see maybe a shower or storm or two as we head towards the evening hours. 30% chance of rain there for your Monday. Lower 90s will continue until we hit the mid-90s by the time that we head towards the end of the weekend.
Thank you for watching News 12 at 11 o'clock. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.